the premier event in all of sports. This annual baseball classic is unmatched in thrills, suspense, and in its universal appeal that captures the imagination of the entire country and reaches millions more in other nations around the globe.
Let's go! Batter up! We're taking the afternoon off. It's a beautiful day for a ball game today. The fans are out to get a ticket or two. From Walla Washington to Kalamazoo. It's a beautiful day for a home run, but even a triple's okay. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today. Batter up, strike one. The game has just begun, and the home team's out to win. Right two. And the pitch of Gypsy do. He just fastball pop right in. This is it. They're right free. Fans are tearing up the chairs, but what the heck? Who cares? It's a beautiful day for a ball game.
The Dodgers are appearing in their 13th World Series and their third in the last 4 years. However, it's the first time for the Baltimore Orioles, who rejoined the American League in 1954. Star shortstops Luis Aparicio and Maury Wills compare notes. Each has stolen over 400 bases. Brooks Robinson, Baltimore's brilliant fielding third baseman, loosens up. The starting pitchers for the opener are veteran Don Drysdale and 23-year-old Dave McNally. Commissioner William Eckert, who succeeded Ford Frick last winter, is in charge of his first World Series. The rival managers, Hank Bauer of the Orioles and Walter Alston of the Dodgers, both appear in a jovial mood when the photographers get them together. Bauer appeared in 9 World Series as a player with the New York Yankees, but this is his first as a manager. It's the 6th series for Alston, who has won 4, which is tops for any National League manager. The nation's leading sports writers and broadcasters are ready to describe the excitement and the drama of every play. Television cameras transmit the action to millions. Dave McNally, who has won 13 and lost 6 during the season, warms up. On the other side, Don Drysdale also loosens up. He has won 3 and lost only 1 in World Series play. Alston and Bauer join the umpires and discuss ground rules. The color guard marches out for the flag raising. The Dodger reserves join the regulars, who already have been introduced to the crowd. Both teams are lined up for the playing of the national anthem, and the crowd also comes to attention. Commissioner William Eckert throws out the first ball. Beautiful Dodger Stadium is packed, and the fans are getting edgy with excitement. And there go the Dodgers onto the field, and the World Series is underway. Don Drysdale walks to the mound for his warm-up throws, while Luis Aparicio looks on. Aparicio is the hitter. The Dodgers are ready, and the game is on. With a count of 1 ball and 1 strike, Aparicio lifts a fly ball to right field, and Lou Johnson comes in to make the catch. Russ Snyder walks to become the first base runner, and Drysdale takes his time. Frank Robinson gets ready at the plate. Robbie looks at a pitch. Drysdale comes to a set position, delivers again, and Frank rips into this one. Tommy Davis going back, but it's gone. It's in there for a home run. Russ Snyder rounds third base and trots on home with a first run of this 1966 World Series. And here comes Frank Robinson. He's still spearheading the Orioles, just as he did during the season in pacing their pennant drive. Robbie led the circuit in hitting, runs batted in, and homers to become the first American League Triple Crown winner since Mickey Mantle in 1956. Brooks Robinson is next at the plate. Drysdale pitches and again makes it too good. And Tommy Davis just watches this one go. It's another home run, even longer than Frank Robinson. The back-to-back home runs have shaken Drysdale, and Junior Gilliam talks with him. Brooks Robinson completes his home run trot with all the glad-handing repeated all over again by the jubilant Orioles, who now have taken a quick 3-0 lead. Ari Wills walks to open the Dodger first. Willie Davis awaits his batting turn. There he goes. Wills is off and running. Maury, who stole a record of 104 bases in 1962, beats the throw with a beautiful fall-away slide. But the Dodgers can't get him home. In the Baltimore second, with Andy Etchebarren on base and 2 out, Drysdale faces Snyder. And Russ lines a single to left. Etchebarren scores easily from second when the throw to the plate is wild. The Orioles now return to the field with a 4-0 lead. Dave McNally gets ready to face the Dodgers in the second inning. Jim Lefebvre leads off for Los Angeles. McNally winds and delivers, and so does Lefebvre. He gets all his power into a swing that rockets the ball into the stands in left center. It's a 400-foot homer for the star second baseman, who led the Dodgers with 24 round-trippers during the season. All year long, he's been manager Alston's most consistent power hitter. Wes Parker, the Dodgers' slick-fielding first baseman, follows Lefebvre to the plate. McNally fires, and Parker slices one down the right field line. Some over-anxious fan reaches over and picks up the ball, and it's a ground rule double. The interference probably cost Parker a triple. The Oriole bullpen suddenly gets busy. McNally is having trouble with his control, and Gilliam walks. With Gilliam now on first and Parker on second base, 1 run in and nobody out, Etchebarren decides to have a talk with McNally, and so does pitching coach Harry Burkeen. Roseborough drives the next pitch to right center, but Snyder grabs it with a great lunging catch. Let's take another look at that catch. He's still on the dead run when he spears the ball. Then loses his footing and plunges headlong to the turf. It's a great clutch play that probably robbed the Dodgers of 2 runs. 2 men on and 1 out. Lefebvre walks in the Dodger third to load the bases, all on passes. McNally just can't get the ball over, and manager Hank Bauer goes to the mound. Bauer decides he can't gamble further with McNally and dismisses the young southpaw for the day. He calls in Mo Drabowski, veteran right-hander who won 6 games without a loss in relief this year. The bases are loaded with only 1 out. Wes Parker is the next Dodger hitter. Drabowski pitches, and Parker strikes out. That's the second out in the inning. Drabowski's 3-2 pitches inside, and Junior Gilliam walks. That forces Lou Johnson across the plate and cuts Baltimore's lead 4-2. The bases are still loaded with Dodgers with 2 away. The count again goes to 3-2. Roseboro swings, and it's a pop foul behind the plate. Etchebarren grabs it to retire the side. The Orioles score another run in the 4th. Mo Drabowski really starts pouring it on in the Dodger 4th. In fact, he equals an all-time World Series record. 6 strikeouts in a row. Pinch hitter Jim Barbieri strikes out. Next, it's Maury Wills doing it. Willie Davis swings at a third. In the 5th inning, Lou Johnson fans. Tommy Davis misses a crackling curveball. Then it's Jim Lefevre whipping on a fastball for number 6 in a row. It's an amazing feat. Only one pitcher ever did it before in a World Series game. With 2 on and 2 out in the 7th, Tommy Davis forces Willie Davis at second base. And umpire Chris Pellicudis makes the call. Willie argues, but it's all in vain. The Orioles still retain their 5-2 margin. The Los Angeles fans, who have seen their scrappy Dodgers win many an uphill fight, still are hopeful in the 9th. Catcher Etchebarren goes out to talk with Drabowski. This is the farthest Mo has gone in relief all year. Johnny Roseboro leads off for the Dodgers, and he strikes out on a fastball moving away from him. Ron Fairley pinch hits for Ron Peronowski. Drabowski still has plenty left as he whips a 3rd strike past Fairley. Maury Wills is the last Dodger hope to keep the game alive. Wills gets ready and calmly takes a pitch for a strike. Drabowski goes into his windup, fires, and Wills grounds out to Dave Johnson. The game is over. The Baltimore Orioles win 5-2. The players rush to congratulate Drabowski. It was a dramatic victory for the veteran pitcher, who has had more than his share of heartaches in a checkered career. He was salvaged from the minors by the Orioles last winter. It was a big victory for Baltimore. The Dodgers had never lost a World Series game before in Chavez Ravine in 5 previous appearances.